Tony Stewart and Gene Haas have come under the microscope ever since they announced that they would be discontinuing the Stewart-Haas Racing team after this season. As it turns out, the two co-owners have decided to prioritize their other ventures away from NASCAR. Over the past few weeks, the fate of SHR was unknown. There was a lot of speculation suggesting that the team would sell some or all of their charters. During a team meeting last Tuesday, Haas and Stewart announced that they would be selling all of their charters. This is a shame, as fans would have loved to see the Tony Stewart name remain on the grid for the foreseeable future. Before the announcement was made, Dale Earnhardt Jr. spoke about how the Tony Stewart name should remain on the grid. "I hope that Tony Stewart doesn't leave NASCAR entirely. That would suck. I just think he's an icon. He's a motorsports icon, done it all," Earnhardt Jr. said. Over the years, Tony Stewart has built a strong legacy. He won 3 Cup Series championships and is beloved by most in the NASCAR community. The same cannot be said by many others in this sport. Apart from his Cup Series championships, Tony Stewart is also the only driver to have completed the entire 1,100 miles of the double. The double is when a driver competes in both the Indy 500 and the Coke 600 on the same day. Several drivers have attempted the double, but only Stewart has managed to complete the entire length of both races. And we will attempt to provide you with the latest news on NASCAR. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and don't miss out on the action. But now that the legend has decided to withdraw his team from motorsport, fans are not very happy. The co-owners released the following statement after they announced their decision to their team members. "We have made the difficult decision to close Stewart-Haas Racing at the conclusion of the 2024 season. It's a decision that did not come easily, nor was it made quickly. Racing is a labor-intensive, humbling sport. It requires unwavering commitment and vast resources, with a 365-day mindset to be better than everyone else. It's part of what makes success so rewarding, but the commitment needed to extract maximum performance while providing sustainability is incredibly demanding. And we've reached a point in our respective personal and business lives where it's time to pass the torch. We're proud of all the wins and championships we've earned since joining together in 2009. But even more special is the culture we built and the friendships we forged as we committed to a common cause, winning races and collecting trophies. That is the same commitment we made to our personnel, our partners, and our fans coming into this year. And that commitment will remain through the season finale at Phoenix. We have tremendous respect and appreciation for all of our employees, and we will work diligently to assist them during this transition to find new opportunities beyond the 2024 race season." One of the key takeaways from this statement is that both Tony Stewart and Gene Haas are not able to fully commit themselves to managing the team. Both owners have started other ventures outside NASCAR in the past few years. Stewart started his own NHRA drag racing team called Tony Stewart Racing. His wife, Leah Pruitt, is one of the drivers for the team. It was also announced that Tony himself would be driving one of his cars for the 2024 season. His focus has now shifted from the Stewart-Haas Racing team in NASCAR to building Tony Stewart Racing in the NHRA series. As a result, the NASCAR team started to fall behind and are now one of the worst teams in the Cup Series. Gene Haas started his own Formula One team in 2016. As some may know, running a Formula One team requires a lot of resources. However, Haas has not found much success in F1. Ever since making their debut, they have been battling to stay out of the last position in the Constructors' Championship. Even in this battle, they have not been very successful. During the last season, Haas finished last in the championship. Given that Gene Haas is now reassessing his business ventures, there's a chance that he will decide to sell the F1 team as well. It seems as though both Tony Stewart and Gene Haas began their partnership to build a successful NASCAR team without a proper plan. In the past, they won the Cup Series championship twice, the first time with Tony Stewart himself behind the wheel, and the other time with Kevin Harvick. When Harvick left after the last season, so did a few of the team's sponsors, Smithfield and Anheuser-Busch. This severely cut the team's funding. Earlier this year, it was reported that the team and Ford were also set to part ways. Without Ford's partnership, SHR would have to pay a higher amount to purchase the machines from Chevrolet or Toyota. Instead of investing more money and playing a more active role in managing the team, Tony Stewart and Gene Haas decided to take the easy way out and sell their charters altogether. It has been speculated that each of the charters would sell for around $20 to $30 million. If they sell each of the charters for $25 million, each of the owners are set to earn $50 million. Naturally, both the owners will have to pay some expenses from the amount they will be receiving, but still, they will receive a pretty hefty sum in their bank accounts. While both the team owners will have some money in the account, the same cannot be said for all the employees and drivers of the team. Naturally, with the disbandment of the team, all the employees will have to seek employment elsewhere. Most of them will want to remain in the NASCAR world, hence their options would lie with the other teams, especially with the ones who will be buying the charters from SHR. Given that those teams will be expanding, they will need more manpower for their operations. One of the drivers, Chase Briscoe, took to social media to thank SHR and hoped that all the good people in the team find good opportunities elsewhere. Here's what he said. "Hey everybody, here in the parking lot at Stewart-Haas," Briscoe said. "Just got the news that we are shutting down at the end of the year, so yeah, crazy time. I never thought this day would come. I've been at Stewart-Haas for the last 7 years now. It's truthfully become like a home to me and feels like a family. Just what an incredible group of men and women at this place that just make it feel like home and just make you enjoy coming to work each and every day. First and foremost, I just hope that all the guys and gals of this place find a great opportunity because each and every single person here deserves it," he said. "Just an incredible group of people that have all put in so much hard work and effort and just sacrificed so much for me to be able to live out my dream of driving race cars and winning at the highest level. It's crazy knowing that this will be the last year that I drive the 14 car. The car that I looked up to growing up and obviously idolized growing up. Crazy times for sure. Never thought it would happen," he said. "Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing going forward. It's going to be an interesting time these next couple of weeks, just trying to find what's available out there, and hopefully can land on my feet and continue to race in the Cup Series. So yeah, appreciate all the support, all the love, and yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. Appreciate it, guys." Briscoe will certainly miss the people he has been working with for the past 7 years. It was heartfelt how he emphasized that every single employee of the team deserves to get a great opportunity elsewhere after the ongoing season. Now that there will be no SHR on the grid next year, the team's existing 4 drivers, Chase Briscoe, Josh Berry, Ryan Preece, and Noah Gragson, will have to start proving themselves to the other teams. Both Briscoe and Berry will most likely be able to find a seat on another team. The same can be said for Noah Gragson, who has already been linked to join Stewart-Haas Racing next year. But Ryan Preece is in a bit of a pickle. Preece is currently last in the points table among the Haas drivers. There's no doubt that he will face an uphill battle now that he will have to find a new team for the 2025 season. With only 12 races left in the regular season, he will be looking to focus completely on his performance and get some good performances in. If he is able to qualify for the playoffs in the Haas, there is no doubt that at least one of the existing teams would love to have him on board. Either way, one thing is for sure, Gene Haas and Tony Stewart have placed doubt in thousands of employees' futures just because they're not able to commit themselves to the people who have committed themselves to the team for the past several years. Do you think Tony Stewart and Gene Haas made the right decision to sell all 4 of their charters? Post your thoughts in the comment section below.